Hello, friends. Today I am again recording a video on ETFs, which is Bs. Of course, some are Bs, some are only ETF. They depend on the AMC, which manages them. I have two other videos on ETFs. One was in September 2023, which was on only on Nifty Bs. The other was in January 2024, which was on Nifty Bs as well as other sectoral Bs. So there were these two videos which were quite well received. In fact, I have been told by some people they are actually trading it also. But the only difference was those two videos, those two strategies were based on EOD basis. So दिन में कुछ नहीं करना था, सिर्फ शाम को मतलब जस्ट क्लोजिंग के पहले देखना था कि क्या स्टेटस है, एंड एज पर दैट यू हैव टू बाय और एग्जिट वॉट एवर इट वॉज. ऑफ कोर्स इन ETF यू कैन नॉट शॉर्ट. It is a long only strategy. तो उसके बाद we have been developing a lot of other things, and उसमें one of the major outstanding feature which has been developed and which we have been tracking very closely is the breadth. So Nifty का breadth भी होता है, sectors का breadth भी होता है. So based on that, this is a strategy which active traders can use, because इसमें intraday भी entry हो सकती है. So अभी वो देखते हैं कि exactly क्या है. तो उसके पहले we need to understand what is breadth. तो ये breadth का जो चार्ट है वो यहाँ से आता है. ब्रेथ में फर्स्ट इज ब्रेथ चार्ट. तो ये चार्ट आता है. नाउ लेट्स से इफ यू सिलेक्ट ऑटो, तो ऑटो में इफ आई जस्ट क्लिक ऑन स्कैन, तो ये ऑटो के जो 15 स्टॉक्स है निफ्टी ऑटो इंडेक्स में, जो 15 स्टॉक्स है उसको स्कैन करके इट गिव्स द रीडिंग. तो राइट नाउ इफ यू सी इन अ बेरिश क्रॉसओवर, द ग्रीन लाइन जो है वो रेड के नीचे है. ग्रीन इज द ब्रेथ विच इज यहाँ पे लिखा है 60%, एंड average is 74.66. When the breadth is below the average, that means it is a bearish crossover. तो ये 60 क्या होता है? तो 60 मतलब out of 15 stocks, 60%, which is 9 stocks, are in a column of X on 1% box size. तो इसका just to give you an example, so if I plot, if I select the auto index, यहाँ पे auto index है, so these are the 15 stocks in the auto index, and if I plot a 1% chart, so if I go to the first one, Ashok Leyland, this is in the column of O, so 1 in the column of O. Second is Bajaj Auto, this is also in the column of O. यहाँ पे सिर्फ लास्ट कॉलम देखना है, करंट कॉलम देखना है और कुछ नहीं देखना है. ऑफकोर्स इन केस समवन वांट टू क्रॉस चेक, वो स्कैनिंग में तो सब ऑटोमेटिकली हो गया है. सो दिस इज 2 in a column of O. Third one is Balkrishna, which is in a column of X. Fourth one is Bharat Forge, which is in a column of X. Bosch is in a column of X. Eicher Motor is in a column of O. So 3 हो गए. Exide Industries is in the column of O, 4 हो गए. Hero Moto is in a column of O, 5 हो गए. M&M is in a column of X. Maruti is in a column of X. Motherson is in a column of X. MRF is in a column of X. Tata Motors is in a column of X. TI India is in a column of X. And TVS Motors is in a column of O. ये लास्ट जो है वो वही देखना है, and this is the last stock. So out of 15, 6 are in a column of O, which means 9 are in a column of X. और exactly यही है यहाँ पे, 60% of the stocks are in a column of X, which is 60% of 15 stocks, which is 9 stocks. तो वहाँ पे हमने देखा 9 stocks are in a column of X, 6 stocks are in a column of O. तो इसका जो breadth है that means it is 60%. और उसका 5-day एवरेज कैलकुलेट किया है जो 74.66 है. Now what is the column of X, what is the column of O? For those who are aware of point and figure charts, yeah, even if you are not aware, it simply means whenever a stock is in a column of X, it is in a bullish swing. Just to simplify it a bit, in point and figure charts, every single column is a swing. So when you take a 1% box size, right now TVS Motors is in a column of O, matlab it is in a bearish swing. If let's say some other stock, for example Tata Motors is in a column of X, that means it is in a bullish swing. So when this breadth goes below the average, that means it is in a bearish phase, the whole sector, bearish crossover. Similarly, sometimes it happens that all stocks become bearish. I mean, when I say bearish, I mean column of O, and then एक एक करके करते they turn into a column of X. So that at that time the breadth will start rising over here. So if you see over here on 9th April, breadth became bullish. You can go back on the chart and see this column of X started around that time. So एक एक करते करते most of the stocks became bullish. When I say bullish, I mean column of X. They not necessarily bullish in the sense of point and figure chart, double top boy वगैरह वो सब नहीं है. It is just that they have entered a column of X, which is a bullish swing. So this is the background of the basic strategy. We have to identify which sectors are in a column of X, majority of the stocks in the sector. और उसके लिए there is another criteria which is possible. So यहाँ पे जो हमने किया वो अभी सिर्फ एक सेक्टर का किया. So in breadth, there is something called a multi-breadth chart, the third one. So when you go to multi-breadth chart, you can select groups. Right now, you can select up to 10 groups. When I say 10 groups, it is usually the sectors. So you select non-correlated sectors. For example, I'll select auto, then I'll select CPSC, then I'll select India Defense, then infrastructure. फिर उसमें निफ्टी नेक्स्ट भी ऐड कर सकते हैं, निफ्टी नेक्स्ट 50, देन PSU बैंक इंडेक्स, प्राइवेट बैंक इंडेक्स, फार्मा इंडेक्स. दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव नॉट एडेड बैंक इंडेक्स. वील टेक PSU एंड प्राइवेट सेपरेटली, देन द रियल्टी इंडेक्स एंड एक स्मॉल कैप इंडेक्स. तो आई एम नॉट श्योर कि 10 हो गए, तो वील ट्राई एडिंग वन मोर. लेट्स से FMCG ऐड करते हैं. अगर 10 हो गए होंगे तो एरर आ जाएगा. ये देखिए, मैक्सिमम 10 ग्रुप्स अलाउड. सो FMCG इज नॉट अलाउड. सो you have to select 10 sectors which are non-correlated, which means every sector has 10, 12, 15 stocks. So सब मिलजुल के 100 के ऊपर stocks is what you are analyzing. And then you click on OK and then run the scan. इसमें थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, 2-3 मिनट का. It scans every single sector and out of that it calculates how many stocks within that sector are in a column of X or in a column of O, and as per that percentage calculate करके it will plot फ्रॉम डेट है, टू डेट है. इनफैक्ट यू कैन गो एंड बैक टेस्ट ऑलमोस्ट सिंस इंसेप्शन कि ब्रेथ कैसे मूव होता है. तो राइट नाउ इट इज स्कैनिंग दीज 10 सेक्टर्स. ऑलरेडी 5 आर ओवर एंड मे बी अनदर हाफ अ मिनट. इसमें स्मॉल कैप आई हैव सिलेक्टेड 250 बिकॉज दैट इज द मैक्सिमम एंड इट इंक्लूड्स 250 stocks of small cap. So that will, in fact, it has already reached the last. So that will take some more time because it has to scan 250 stocks and identify column of X में कितने हैं, column of O में कितने हैं. But all this is done within couple of minutes. So it is done. So यहाँ पे क्या दिखता है कि around 7th, 8th, 9th April, all these sectoral breadths turned bullish. सबका bullish crossover हो गया. And when everything turns together, that is very good for the overall market because जैसे मैंने बोला 10 sectors is what you are scanning, which means in fact 250 small cap. So plus maybe बाकी sectors के at least 10 each. So we are talking about 350 stocks are being scanned minimum. And that tells you that the whole market is getting bullish. And when it reached around 15th April, 15, 17, so all these breads started topping out. यहाँ पे of course bread cannot go beyond 100. When I say 100, when it says 100, what it means, all the stocks in that sector are in a column of X. That is what 100 means. 100 के ऊपर जा ही नहीं सकता. So you have to wait for a bearish crossover. तो यहाँ पे from 23rd April the bearish sort of some sectors became bearish, and right now as I recorded on 2nd of May सब सेक्टर्स नीचे आ रहे हैं. थोड़ा मार्केट ने बुलिश दिखाया था आज, लेकिन इट इज नॉट विद अ हेल्दी ब्रेथ. दैट इज व्हाट, इनफैक्ट एक ही सेक्टर है जो ऊपर जा रहा है विच इज द रियल्टी इंडेक्स. बाकी सब नीचे आ रहे हैं. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू सी इज there are two strategies. Of course, one is for aggressive, one is for conservative. Even conservative pays very well. So you have to wait for all to bottom out and wait for all to top out. When all are moving together, that is the ideal time to trade this strategy. तो उसके पहले breadth का समझाना जरूरी था because it all depends on the health of that sector. So this is a session which I usually keep it saved. If you can see that one is AutoBees, CPSC ETF, MO Realty, MO Defense, PSU Bank Bees, small cap. So ये सब क्या है? These are all ETFs for that sector. AutoBees means it is the ETF for the auto sector. CPSC ETF means it is the ETF for the CPSC sector. MO Realty is the ETF for the realty sector. वैसे MO Defense, PSU Bank is the ETF for PSU Bank index. Small cap is for that small cap 250. तो ये plot कैसे किया? तो it's a simple thing. So let's say I take FMCG I ETF is another ETF. Make it a 0.1% box size. This is important, 0.1%. And make it a 1 minute chart. Then add DSmart. You can remove all the small patterns which are there on your chart. Just remove them. Just keep it a simple chart without any markings. Then add DSmart. So ये है DSmart. This is the final chart which can be traded. So if I look at this FMCG chart, यहाँ पे विच वॉज अराउंड 7th April. तो आपको याद होगा 7th April को ऑलमोस्ट ऑल स्टॉक्स इनफैक्ट ऑल सेक्टर्स हैड टर्न बुलिश. तो FMCG का agar if I look at the breadth on 7th April, so I'll select FMCG index here and I'll make this March just to keep it easier. So this is interesting. यहाँ पे it was at a overbought stage. मतलब if you remember all those videos which Prashant has or Raju has mentioned about bread, between 25 and 75 is the neutral zone. Below 25 is the bearish zone. Above 75 is the extreme bullish zone. But यहाँ पे if you see, this gave a bullish crossover on 8th of April. This FMCG bread. Now, if you see here, this on 7th April, the ETF, FMCG ETF, went above DSmart. In fact, यहाँ पे it was still coming down, so this is to be avoided. This phase is to be avoided. यहाँ पे ब्रेड नीचे आ रहा था. If you go back to it again, यहाँ पे ब्रेड नीचे आ रहा था, so that's why you should avoid going long. But यहाँ पे 7th को इसमें it gave a breakout. On 8th, it confirmed that it is a bullish breakout on the breadth also. So you can enter anywhere. Since this is ETF, the best part is this is ETF, this is very liquid, this has no leverage. At the same time, there is no M2M pressure जैसे futures में या options में होता है. यहाँ पे वो कुछ नहीं होता है. Even if you have, I'll come to the detail later, but let's say you decide you'll invest 1 lakh in this ETF, you can buy it worth 1 lakh. There's no need to keep any cushion for M2M and all that. So here it is at 57. Stop loss will be the swing low, which is at 55. So just 2 rupees stop loss. So which is about 3.5%. So that is the stop loss. And the main thing which is you have to keep at the back of your mind is breadth is going up, which means the participation of bullish stocks in that sector is increasing. After that, once you enter, it is just a question of trailing it with DSmart. तो ये DSmart का जो लेवल है वॉकिंग लाइन के नीचे स्टॉप लॉस लगाना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे it on 24th April it went to 60-61. So 57 का 61 is just 4 rupees, but it is still 3.5%. And this was in just 12 days. So यहाँ पे it has given exit below walking line, which is 60.23. So 57 to 60 looks very less, 3 rupees. But it is still 3.5% के आसपास. And of course, FMCG is not one of the good sectors to trade. I'll come to what are good because they need to be high beta. FMCG is not high beta. This is one way. Another way of trailing it is add study में go to anchor column support and resistance. Change the parameter to 10, by default 20 होता है. And you get all these horizontal lines जिसके लिए हमारा एक already video है couple of months back. You can see that. So this plots हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस. जहां से भी एंकर कॉलम शुरू हुआ है उसके पहले का जो कॉलम ऑफ ओ का लो है वहां से इट प्लॉट्स अ हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन. सो आइदर यू हैव this as the SL which is 60 or you can have this as the SL which is 59.6. Now यहाँ पे one thing which you can do is I'll come to how to go about the whole thing later. But let's say you have bought the biggest advantage of this is cash. There is no brokerage. So that is one biggest advantage of this. What you can do is, let's say you buy worth 1 lakh. So जो भी, let's say the quantity is 1000. Liquidity is not a problem at all. So I mean, if you just want to see, I can show the liquidity right now. So in this ETF right now it is 59. This is in the live market 59.03. So 2-3-4 पैसा का spread रहता है. Already volumes are quite heavy. So 30, 40, 50, 60 lakhs का volume daily होता है. So that is not a problem at all. So let's say you buy 1000 of this and keep trailing it till there is no sign of exhaustion at all. So let's say you have the first stop loss at the walking line which is 60.23. So maybe you make your own rules. There is no set rule which can be set. Either exit completely below the walking line or maybe exit some part, maybe 50%, maybe 75%, whatever, and keep the last for the anchor support. That is also possible. So these are rules which you can devise yourself, but this is the basic idea. Now I'll close this FMCG chart. Now what is more interesting is, so let's say I have these 6 sectors in front of me. These are the favorite because they are in a way high beta. Private bank में there are very less stocks, so I for some reason PSU bank works better. Auto Bees भी उतना नहीं है, so maybe you can just remove it. So you have only 5. Identify 5 sectors. So these are sectors which I'm not recommending them. You select on your own. Maybe if you like oil and gas or some other sector, whichever. So just identify and keep watching those sectors day in and day out. Stick to them. Don't say suddenly IT is not one very consistently trending is what I have seen. For some reason, maybe there is no unity in IT stocks. Some go up, some go down, and heavyweights have their own path. So ITBs is not one of the favorites for this strategy. But definitely CPSE, Realty, Defense, PSU Bank, Small Cap. These five are enough. So let's say you have a capital of 5 lakhs. Divide it into 5 parts, 1 lakh each. So you keep 1 lakh for each sector. जब भी breadth is bullish, becoming bullish, giving a bullish crossover, and D-Smart gives a signal, buy it and then trail it. So that way you have 5 different trades going on. And my experience is when all to test it, it is always better to test all the 10 sectors, all in the sense whatever this allows, it allows 10. थोड़े दिन के बाद वो 12 होने वाला है. तो whatever is the maximum, again they should be non correlated because उसमें पूरे market का health दिखता है, number one. Number two, when all of them bottom out and start moving up together, that is a real sign of bullishness, overall bullishness in the market. एक ही sector ऊपर नहीं जा रहा है, all sectors are going up. And then you are selecting the 5 high beta sectors, which as per me are these sectors. You can select again on your own, whichever you want. So Abhi, in fact, market made a big high in the morning, I think more than 24,600. Suddenly it shot up. But look at the various sectors. All the small caps, defense, realty, all are going down. In fact, market has come down by 64. Once it was up by, I think, more than 200 points. Because ये जो breadth है वो overall सबका नीचे आ रहा है. That is number one. Number two, इसमें होता क्या है? इसमें you get trades of 3, 4, 5% in one trade. मतलब I'll just give an example. Let's say this MO Defense. So 7 April को bottom out हुआ. Everyone knows that. So this is around 7th or 8th of April. I'll show the defense का breadth again. So this is India Defense. In fact यहाँ पे you can select the ETF you want. ये जो chart आता है ऊपर का, the upper pane, that can be changed. Instead of Nifty, if you want MO Defense, वो chart आता है. And let's say again 2nd March से scan करेंगे. So there are 18 stocks in the defense sector. तो ये है 7 अप्रैल को it bottomed out. In fact, bullish crossover is a confirmation. Even if it has gone to an extreme like below 25, if you see here, this breadth was 0. So 0 के बाद, I mean, it can't go. What does 0 mean? All the 18 stocks were in a column of O on a 1% box size. तो उसके बाद कोई अगर बुलिश क्रॉसओवर मिलता है ऑन द ETF चार्ट, विच इज 7th अप्रैल को अगर देखते हैं तो 7th अप्रैल के बाद ये है. नाउ हियर दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग, दिस गिव अ व्हिपसॉ. इसमें भी व्हिपसॉज रहते हैं, ऐसा नहीं कि इट इज अ कंप्लीटली विन विन 100% विन कैटेगरी. व्हिपसॉज रहते हैं, बट अगेन लाइक आई सेड, यहाँ पे इट इज अ कैश ETF. सो आई मीन व्हिपसॉज में ज़्यादा लॉस नहीं होता है. इट इज मैक्सिमम 2 to 2.5% काइंड ऑफ stop loss. So finally on this also, और this couple of whipsaws के बाद यहाँ पे 9 अप्रैल को इसमें walking line के ऊपर trigger दिया, which was above. You can see the walking line here, WL. तो ये जो walking line था, it was above 66.86. One thing is you have to keep in mind, the breadth was 0. So you are taking a trade in anticipation. But ये 7 तारीख को था. 9 तारीख को there was a confirmation because 9 तारीख को breadth had started going up. In fact, 9 तारीख को breadth had become 27.77. So 9 तारीख को this gave a crossover above walking line at 66.86. So even here you know कि अभी breadth improve हो रहा है, तो 67 के ऊपर you can keep a buy order, stop loss buy order. उसके बाद just keep trailing it with the help of stop loss, with the help of walking line. तो यहाँ पे stop out हो गया, which was on 23rd April. यहाँ पे walking line था 74.5. तो 24th April को breadth कितना हुआ था? You'll see here. In fact, breadth became 100 on 15th April. 15th के बाद 24th तक it was 100. So all the 18 stocks were in a column of X. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि breadth 100 हो गया तो exit. No. Even after 15th, in fact 15th is here. उसके बाद भी it kept going up because they are in a column of X. So that means they are all bullish. Finally it came down on 24th April below 74.5. So 67 to 74.5. Just calculate. It is 7 rupees, which is more than 10%. And from 9th to 24th, which is just 2 weeks. And 24th के बाद, this breadth started coming down. It came down all the way to, in fact, from 22nd to 25th, breadth came down all the way to 38. So यहाँ पे फिर से bullish crossover हुआ, but then of course this can be traded only by aggressive traders, not by conservatives. So this you can ignore. This is not something which need to be kept in mind. If you take another example, let's take CPSE और MO Realty लेते हैं. तो एमओ रियल्टी में अगेन यू गो बैक टू 7th of April हियर, आई प्लॉट द ब्रेथ ऑफ रियल्टी। तो ये है, इवन दिस ऑन 9th April इट गिव अ बुलिश क्रॉसओवर। यहाँ पे इनफैक्ट दिया था 2nd April को, तो वी कैन सी द चार्ट। 2nd April को ये छोटा सा ट्रेड हुआ, बट इट गॉट स्टॉप्ड आउट। देयर इज नो पॉइंट इन सेइंग दैट दिस इज ETF में लेके बैठ जाऊंगा। डोंट, दीज आर शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेड, दीज आर नॉट लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट। सो यू हैव टू कीप इट इन माइंड कि ब्रेथ ने आई मीन ETF भले वो वॉकिंग लाइन के नीचे गया, ठीक है, मेरा लॉन्ग टर्म बन गया। दैट इज अ वेरी बैड वे ऑफ ट्रेडिंग, बिकॉज यहाँ पे लेट्स से इट हैड नॉट गॉन अप एट ऑल, 85 में यू आर स्टक। तो दिस इज अ ट्रेडिंग पोर्टफोलियो, दिस इज नॉट एन इन्वेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलियो, यू हैव टू कीप दैट इन माइंड। जो पहले 2 वीडियो थे दोज वर इन्वेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलियोज, उसमें भी ट्रेडिंग एंगल था, बट दे वर ऑन अ कंजर्वेटिव बेसिस। सो दीज आर इंट्राडे ट्रेड्स। On 9th April, finally, it gave a bullish breakout above 78.64 when Brent also started increasing. 78.64 ka, it gave a exit below the walking line at 88.8. So it is again 10 rupees on 78, which is what, maybe 12%. Now, either this way of trailing it, or जैसे मैंने बोला anchor support, that is another way of trailing it. So these are the 2 ways of trailing it. I would advise that you should have a rule for partial booking, because in my experience, almost every sector gives 3 to 4, 5% of trade every single month, even in a bearish month. In fact, if you select, let's say, इसका मैंने अगर OHLC chart open किया, तो this was bearish right from September जब निफ्टी टॉप आउट हुआ, but these small pullbacks, small मतलब they are still 5, 7, 8% on the index. तो ये जैसे यहाँ पे 14 नवंबर से 19 दिसंबर तक ये पुल बैक और ये पुल बैक, ये पुल बैक, these are the pullbacks which you are trading, and these are almost being caught at the right, almost at the bottom, maybe आज या कल या परसों, in the next couple of days. So on a very broad level, this is a bearish chart. In fact, abhi bhi it is not a bullish chart. So that is what you have to keep in mind. That is number 1. Number 2, so basically what I have seen is I have tracked it for last more than 6 months on a daily intraday basis. I have done a back test, visual back test for the last 2 years. In fact, ये जो sectoral bees है, जैसा मैंने last video में बताया था, they started only after 2022. Some in Jan 22, some in February 22. So you can back test them all the way till then. And another big advantage is, for example, FMCG. जिस दिन वो FMCG का ETF stop out हो गया on 24th April, उसी दिन HUL का result था, and HUL came down by more than 4%. 4%. But if you go back and see on the chart, the FMCG ETF came down by only 0.9%. That is a very big advantage. You don't get shocks because of 1 or 2 stocks. Unless there is a huge sectoral news, ये जो result season में एक आध stock suddenly it gets sold off after results. So FMCG के ETF ने exit दिया, but it was only below 0.9% on that day. And उस दिन exit हुआ. So if someone was holding HUL, he would have got a 4% hit from the top. Of course, it is not a 4% loss, but from the top. So यहाँ पे it was only 0.9% from the top, whereas FMCG HUL में it was 4% from the top. So this is an extremely conservative strategy. But believe me, even if you do the backtest for the last 6 months, or in fact the best time to backtest is from September when Nifty topped out. That is the best time to backtest it. किस महीने में, even if you get 3, 4, 5% trades, even if you get, let's say, most conservative is 3% trade on every single ETF. That is all one wants as a trader, right? And we are talking about minimum. There are sectors like defense, CPSE, small cap. In fact, I have seen many months they give 5, 7, 8 or 12% also. So this is what the strategy is. And I don't go by what I say. Do your own back test. Observe them. Observe these charts for the next 3 months. Market is not going to go anywhere. आज निफ्टी 24,200 है, कल 30,000 हो जाएगा या 15,000 हो जाएगा. 20 या ETFs वही के वही रहने वाले हैं. सिर्फ लेवल चेंज हो जाएगा. But get conversant with this system. How to track the breadth, then how to plot the chart, how to track the chart, how to enter. Do some paper trading for maybe 3 months. And then when you are confident, you can start trading it. And this is very conservative, but at the same time, it is a good trading portfolio to have. Partial capital में best part is, जैसे आज मुझे मालूम है कि walking line इतना है, तो मैंने सुबह सुबह stop loss लगाया, उसके बाद I don't need to see it at all. Even if I am working somewhere, I mean, this is not necessary for very active traders. Once or twice in a day you have to look at it. That's all. अब उसके बाद दिखने का जरूरत नहीं. So I hope you like this strategy. Do your own study, due diligence. This is not a recommendation. And if you like our videos, do like this video, share this video with your other friends, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.